What is going on, Radiation? How are you guys doing? So I'm reading through some articles, you know what I'm saying? I like to keep up with my news and my wrestling updates, and I just read through this particular thing from Wrestling News Source. You can always check out Wrestling News Source. I look at their news. I've been looking at their news sources for years, but it actually said that Daniel Bryan says he's working on an in-ring return. Now, I know that sounds like, what? Daniel Bryan? I thought you were retired, you know what I'm saying? You know, what I heard from him is that if he takes a bump, he can die. So I was like, how is this gonna work? I mean, you just had a kid and, you know, you try to wrestle again and end up dying, your kid won't have a father. So I just wonder what's going through this guy's head. But I'm gonna read it to you, you know, just in case, you know, they're like, what? So it says, prior to Tuesday's edition of SmackDown Live, SmackDown General Manager Daniel Bryan spoke with Sports Illustrated. He said he is staying busy as GM of SmackDown, but clearly wants to make a return into in-ring competition. He said, this is what Daniel Bryan said, "I'm working on it." Bryan said when he asked about possibly wrestling again. "Wrestling is more of a creative outlet, and especially for somebody like me, I view it as my creative outlet. Not all WWE superstars and not all wrestlers view it that way, but that's how I view it, and that's one of the ways my mind works creatively." There was no mention in the story, however, his deal with the company expires next year. Ooh, based on what was said in the interview and Will's past statements, it doesn't sound like there are any plans to renew his contract. It is unlikely that WWE will let him wrestle again, so it will probably end up returning to independent scene. So basically, WWE probably won't let him wrestle again. So if he wrestles again, it will probably be outside of WWE. Let's say, you know, like his contract. It says his contract runs out next year. So when it runs out, he can either renew it or he can just go. And I guarantee you, any other wrestling company would let him, you know, wrestle. I mean, the doctors did clear him to compete, but WWE never cleared him. And honestly, in my opinion, I don't think Daniel Bryan should wrestle again. Just the fact that if this is a serious risk and that can put you into paralyzed damage or it can kill you, I don't really see you wrestling again in that, you know, type of style you used to before. Like, I don't know if he's gonna change his style all the way, like get rid of suicide dives, get rid of the flying knee. I don't know what he's gonna do. I don't know if he's gonna go super stiff with his you know, moveset. But what I do know is that this is, in my opinion, I don't want him to wrestle again. Just the fact, if it's that serious to the point, if you take a bump and you could possibly die, then you should not be going into the ring. Because if you watch Total Divas, he did say that if he takes a bump, he could possibly die. So, in my opinion, he shouldn't wrestle again. But if that's really what he wants, then I don't know. But if I was him, I would think about my family. You know, you just had a kid, and, you know, going to wrestle next year if you don't renew your contract is quite dangerous on you. You know, he can, like, literally, he can try to do a Hurricane Rana and just die. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's all I gotta say. But let me know down below, how do you feel about Daniel Bryan trying to come back to wrestle? Do you think it's wrong? Do you think it's good? You know, just let me know down below, and I will see you guys in the next video I post. Bryan Nation, we're out. Deuces, baby. One love, peace. Catch you later.